Denver, Colorado, make some noise for Josh Johnson.
It's when you travel a lot, you know, there are things that happen that are sometimes simply unfair. You know, and I mean past the regular stuff, past a delayed flight or anything. Years ago, I had a flight to Boulder, and I was coming from Chicago, and I had a window seat. And the man next to me was eating a whole rotisserie chicken. And when I say whole rotisserie chicken, I want you to understand, you know when you go to the grocery store and you see with the bubble, it was that. This wasn't just some chicken, it was a whole chicken. And there's nothing like when you meet somebody and they start out nice and then they betray you, right? Because we had a very cordial conversation initially, a very I'm not crazy conversation, then he switched up on me, right? They say that not all heroes wear capes. And apparently not all terrorists have bombs. Because the way it started is basically my man was in the middle seat, and you always have to be nice to the person in the middle seat, because if they're in the middle seat, their life is not going well right now, okay? Because this is the thing with the middle seat that people disregard. Whatever happened to you while you traveling also happened to them, right? Maybe you were delayed. Maybe your flight got canceled. Maybe you had to spend the night in the airport. All that happened to them too, and they're in the middle seat. So they're still having a worse day than you can imagine, right? And so I'm always nice to the person in the middle seat. So, you know, we both sit down and everything, and then we look at each other, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? I feel like I'm a pretty cordial person, very approachable and everything. So I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'd love to strike up a conversation and stuff. And he's like, oh, I'm great. And in retrospect, he was great because he knew what he was about to do. And then we just started chatting, right? He was like, why are you flying to Boulder? I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a show. Why are you flying to Boulder? He's like, oh, I'm going on business. I was like, he must love his business. Like, you know, little did I know he was going to do the devil's business, right? And so we are barely diagonal. We're basically one wheel off the ground when he decides it's his time to shine, right? And so this man reaches under the seat. He kept it under the seat because he wanted people to think it was a carry-on, right? So he pulled this chicken from under the seat. I had no idea what it was because it was just in a bag, right? So he pulls this from under the seat, and he really pulled it because I guess it got stuck, so he really pulled it, right? And then he pulls up and he lifts it. And this man is bigger than me. And anytime somebody is bigger than me and making me nervous, I go through scenarios in my head of what could happen next, right? So then he pulls this bag up and he lifts the bag. Now the bag the chicken was hot, right? So the chicken was hot, so there'd been some condensation around the actual shell of the rotisserie chicken. So the bag was clinging to the chicken, so I can't tell what it is. All I know is it's heavy and wet, right? So I look over at the bag, and it's got a little bit of steam coming out of it, and I'm like, that's why he was nice to everybody, because he got a bomb, right? And so then he grabs it from the bottom and starts peeling the bag off of the chicken, and I'm like, oh, okay. I wish it was a bomb. I think a bomb would have been easier for me to manage right now. This is actually going to be more upsetting than a bomb. I can already tell, right? And so this is my other thing, too. How did this man get this past TSA? Because there's an organization specifically designed to stop this sort of thing from happening. How did he get this on? Because they took my water. I can't have my water, but apparently he can have 12 ounces of chicken juice. So then he holding it up, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you, even when we were just chatting and stuff like that, I thought he smelled like chicken when I met him. And I felt crazy because I was like, who just smells this much like chicken? I've never been around anybody before who and when I say he smelled like chicken, he smelled like he was the chicken, right? Like he smelled like he had just danced out the oven just now, right? Like he had chicken cologne, right? And so then he's got the bag, and usually I'm a very like live and let live type person, right? Just let everybody do their thing as long as it's not harming anybody, right? And I don't like when things are like exclusion just for the sake of being exclusive, just for the sake of other people not being able to have it, right? Like we made it this price so some people can't come. We made it this price and what. But I will say, I do like, we need to keep planes plane prices, because when planes are bus prices, bus behavior comes to planes. Because when he revealed a whole rotisserie chicken out of this bag, I was like, what in the Greyhound megabus is happening right now? This is not behavior for the air, right? And so then he lays the chicken down on the tray table, and I've never seen this before, because I guess it was a big enough chicken that the tray table actually had some give to it. And I've taken naps on the tray table and haven't bent it back like that. That's an FAA unregulated amount of chicken. And I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I saw the chicken, as soon as I saw him put it on a tray table, I tried to dissociate right there. I was trying to go somewhere else. I was like, ooh, like, I was trying to be anywhere else but right here. Because I even put on my noise canceling headphones and just tried to pick a movie and just not be a part of what was happening right now, right? But okay, I've got them on, right? I picked the movie, and I am trying to watch Moana, okay? But all I can hear is the sound of him eating chicken. Babies can't get in here. Like, and when I tell you, this is how you can tell it was like premeditated too, because this chicken was still very, very hot, which means he got it right before the flight. That means he went to Albertsons and got a full rotisserie chicken, then was like, well, I have a flight. I don't think that's what happened. I think actually he was on his way to the airport, and he was like, I'm making good time. I got that pre-check. Let me make a stop by Albertsons on the way, pick up a snack, right? And so this man does not have a fork, because a fork would have got him caught, right? He just has the chicken on the tray table, and he is eating it with his hands like he is Henry VIII. And we are at a royal banquet dinner where the queen just gave birth, right? He really ripping into the chicken while picking his movie, right? Just fingers, 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 right? And so in my head, I'm like, what do I do? Because somehow this isn't illegal. See, that's a problem with our lawmakers, right? Our lawmakers write the laws after stuff happened. They're not thinking ahead to things that should never happen and writing a law for that. And likewise, with the airlines, they don't come up with the rules ahead of time. They wait for crazy stuff to happen, then they change the rules. But they should have sent it in your ticket, in your confirmation email for your ticket. They should have been like, hey, also, Please don't bring any chicken from home, all right? We have all the chicken you need. The airport got you, okay? Because I don't remember this exactly, and maybe I'm not being fair, but I'm pretty sure the airport we were leaving from had a Popeyes. So he had access to chicken, but he wanted his own chicken, right? He was like, oh, they do it all apart and stuff. Let me get the whole thing. And so then I'm like, I don't know what to do. And so all right. I'm not proud of it. And I want to be clear, I didn't do this right away, right? Because even when he pulled out chicken, put it on the tray table, we are here. Like, he acted quickly. But by the time I did what I did, he had got down to the bone, okay? So he had a little bit of breast, a little bit of wing, a little bit of thigh. He had a good amount of his chicken. It looked like a crow had got to it by the time I did what I did, okay? But basically, I was like, I can't do this. I can hear it. I can't stop hearing it, right? And so I just pretended to fall asleep, right? Waited a little while. Even gave a couple, right? Because if you do the pig snores, people think it's a deep sleep, right? And so I pretended to sleep. And like, this is my thing. You probably experienced this. When you have somebody, maybe you're dating somebody and they sleep over for the first time and you see what type of sleeper they are, right? Because some people are like little squealers. Some people, some people are snorers, like, right? Some people are thrashers. I've been thrashed many times in my life. Actually, it is weird. You ever be sitting there laid up with your partner and then they thrash you and you're like, was weird that your fist was closed. Like, but anyway, I'm pretending to sleep, right? I even hit him with the right, and then just after a while, I wait a little longer, and then I'm like, and then and I had to like open one eye a little bit to make sure I really got the chicken, right? Because I didn't want to miss, because you're going to get another chance, right? Like, if you miss that first time, he started protecting the chicken and everything. So, you know, I opened my eye a little bit and I cleaned that chicken. Like, I Tiger Woods that chicken. So then the chicken flies off the tray table across the man in the aisle seat, right? I forgot to mention, there was someone else who witnessed this entire thing. I'm actually very interested in what his perspective was, because he didn't have headphones on, so he heard him eating the chicken in his ear. And I'm telling you right now, if it was bad for me, it was horrible for him, because the sound of a grown man eating a rotisserie chicken with his hands does sound exactly like a dog eating a person. It's just as horrific. The sound will never go away, right? I can hear it right now, right? And so then chicken shoots across him. It hits the tray table not the tray table, the armrest of the other aisle seat, and then it hits the ground, where I think it had some bounce to it because it still was mostly intact. So it was going to move like a chicken would move, right? Now I got to keep my eyes closed again because I'm supposed to be asleep for this, right? But I do hear a muffled scream through my headphones, and I don't know what it was because once again my eyes are closed. So I don't know. This is what I think happened. We were, as a plane, we were making a little bit of a turn. We were at a little bit of an angle, right? So we weren't still ascending, but we were like dipped a little bit like this. So I think that the chicken hit in the aisle, rolled back a little bit, must have rolled into a new person's aisle, right? And And so then it rolled into their aisle and they looked down and all of a sudden they got their foot in a chicken, right? And that, because it wasn't a scream like, ah, it was a scream like, and that's... And that's, I mean, any one of us would do that if you were just on a plane and you were minding your own business. All of a sudden, your foot was in a chicken with the bones in it. Like, your foot is in it and it's not coming off. It's a shoe now, so it's not coming off, right? We'd all be like, And so then I hear him through my headphones. He's like, what the hell? Like, he screams, what the hell, right? And so then I gotta pretend to wake up. So I'm like, oh. Oh, what happened? Right? He's like, dude, you knocked over my whole meal, right? He's like yelling. I'm like, oh no, did I? I'm sorry. Can I get you another one? He's like, no, that's the only one I had. I was like, oh, can I buy you something else? He's like, no, I don't want anything. Just watch the... He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. My bad. And then I did just have to sit next to that dude on the plane for the rest of the trip. I've never had anyone shoot me dirtier looks than this. He was just looking at me the rest of the flight like... I wish I had a bomb. We're really in it now, you know? We're really in it now. We have Kamala running, right? You want to know the wildest thing about Kamala running is I saw her first like 2 campaign events, right? And just to have somebody talking regular. Like truly just talking regular. I was like, she might as well have been breakdancing. The way she went up there and said thank you and was remembering names and stuff, she might as well have been hitting that. Like, yeah, it's wild. You know, because some people say that, you know, they don't see Kamala as president, but I see Kamala as president because I thought she already was president, right? And what I mean is, when Biden dropped out, I got a notification on my phone, and the notification on my phone was from a news outlet who worded the news very poorly in the headline, because I was at home and all I saw was Biden's gone, Kamala's in. And gone is you gotta use gone very carefully when you talk about Joe Biden. You can't just be out here saying gone willy-nilly, right? And so when they said gone, I was like, oh, that was the COVID he got. Like, he got the real one then. If he gone, oh no. And then I realized that he had actually stepped away. He had dropped out, and I was like, "Oh, thank goodness!" Because like this is the thing that now that he's out of the race, I do think it's very important to have an honest conversation about Joe Biden, about his presidency, right? Because this is the thing that people forget about Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a granddaddy, okay? So For a president, he seemed slow. He seemed a bit weak and frail. For a granddaddy, he was killing it. All right? Like, really take a step back for a second and think about the granddad. Think about your granddaddy, right? What's on the agenda in a day for your granddaddy? Really be fair. Really be honest with yourself. What do you expect your granddaddy to do in a day? First thing on the docket is to wake up, hopefully. Second, have some jam. Tell some stories. Yeah, like... Watch some westerns, and then there's some naps to get got, right? You don't fly your granddaddy on 13-hour flights and then make him talk to a whole country and then be like, he doesn't seem up to the job. Like... Because Biden was busy just being a granddaddy. Everyone loves to forget that. We went to Biden as a granddaddy, and we were like, hey, we need you to run. And then he was like, are you sure? And we were like, yeah, we think you're the only one that can do it. Please run. And then he ran, and then he won. And then for 3.5 years, nobody did any homework. Nobody did any building up of any other candidates. Nobody did any real research into who was next up. So then, election time comes along. They're like, hey, we need you again. And he was like... I'm more granddaddy now than I was before. They were like, please, Joe, come on, Because that's one thing that I don't know. I look at it and I think that both we and history should remember Biden for doing an incredibly patriotic and courageous thing. That stepping aside is a big deal, right? And it's something that I hope he always knows that we appreciate. For better or for worse, we appreciate it because, some people wouldn't have done that. Some people would have let their ego get in the way. Some people, because this man told the world, he met with world leaders and told them, guys, I'm running, I'm going to win, it's going to be fine. And then he had to drop out, right? Dropped out on a Sunday in a tweet. On a Sunday with a tweet with COVID. And I'm not gonna lie, maybe I'm not being fair, and that's okay, but I was furious at Biden when he got COVID. How dare you get COVID the same week Trump got shot at? Trump got shot at, blood and stuff, and then Biden over here, I was furious. But I really want us, and I think that it's something that I wish more leaders did because in a weird way it did feel for a second like they actually listened. Because we had been saying, we were like, guys, I don't feel great. And then something happened. That almost never happens. This is America. And I think there's like this weird asterisk on his political career and on his legacy now, because then people are like, where does he go from here? He's still president for like 6 months, and we're already like, where does he go from here? Oh, that's so sad. I don't think it's sad at all. I think that Biden has a chance to stamp his legacy now. This dude he's done. He said he's done. He's not coming back. He's not running for anything else. He's towards his twilight years and everything. Like this is it. So he has the chance to do what every politician ever promises that they're gonna do. You gotta remember, when people run for the first time, they're talking all that good stuff, right? When people run for the first time, I'm gonna do this, I don't care, I'm not taking anybody's money, I'm gonna do this, and then they get in, and then they get got, right? Then all of a sudden they're talking like an assistant manager zombie. They're like, well, we have to really look at the votes. What'd they do to you? But Biden doesn't have that. He hasn't to worry about a second term. He doesn't have to worry about next position. This dude could have the most radical presidency for the rest of the time that he's in office. He has months left to exact some of the craziest change you can imagine, because he's never coming back. This is it. This is what people wish our politicians had, right? Because you don't know who somebody is until they put in their 2 weeks. When somebody put those 2 weeks in and they're still professional and you're like, oh, okay, they really a good worker, right? Most people put those 2 weeks in and they're like, 2 weeks, these nuts. Dude, Biden right now has the power to just go ahead and just drop executive orders like mixtapes. This dude could just straight up say, hey, everybody gets free lunch and come and kill me. Right? Free school lunch for kids. Everybody get maternity leave. How about that? You can fight me in court. I won't be there. You can fight me in court. Right? And then you look at, you look at Kamala and what her campaign's going to be like, and what the opposition against her is going to be like. And it's already started in some sense, but you can tell that people don't really know how to attack her. Not exactly, right? Like, they're going to try the regular stuff, like the racist stuff and all this. She'll get some sexism. Don't worry, she'll get it. She'll get some sexism. But like really attacks, like things that make you go, ooh, I don't know about Kamala, right? They don't know. And you can tell they don't know, because okay. I saw this, one attack I saw against Kamala. This is wild. Okay, let me see. All right. No, I'm just looking around because I feel like, look, I think maybe only the black people will get it first, but I'm gonna bring everybody along, right? Because then basically there was an attack on Kamala where they were like, Kamala Harris's great granddaddy was an Irish slave owner that went to London to oppose abolition. And then every black person I know was like, yeah. Sorta checks out. There's a reason it's her great granddaddy and her great grandma wasn't mentioned. And if you know, you know, right? That's what's so crazy to me, is that I'm not saying Kamala's the perfect candidate at all. And I, she said herself she's gonna have to earn and win your vote and everything, and she plans to do that. But I will say the last time somebody had to go back to the 1800s to attack a candidate was maybe never. That's so crazy. Her great. Yeah. But then you should ask some more questions, like, why is that? And then, oh. You know what I mean? Because the only people that caught it are the people who really understand slavery. And that's the thing that's so crazy, is that Republicans are trying so hard to attack Kamala, they may accidentally teach like, I thought you burned all the critical race theory books.
this next one is truly special. Sony, the company Sony, the multi-billion-dollar company Sony, came out with a smart wig, and
Wait, those two words just feel like they shouldn't go together.
yeah, so it is.
What is a smart wig?
Oh, okay. I'm glad you asked.
Mm-hmm.
Because a smart wig is a wig equipped with a hidden circuit board that vibrates when you get a notification. Okay. Wait. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh.
Okay.
All right. So when you get a notification, your head will vibrate. Oh, wait. Stop making me laugh. Stop making So your head will vibrate when you get a notification on a separate device. So it's not like someone could text your wig, because that would be stupid. This is for when you get a text message on your phone and maybe you missed it. Okay. So
Your fucking head buzzes.
okay. Oh man. Okay.
Why would you want that? Oh, because if you already have to wear a wig, just tuck the phone under your wig, man. Stick it to your head.
So the intention with it was to try to make a smartwatch for your head. So I guess in a later, if it had been successful in a later iteration, the same way that you tap your smartwatch for different apps,
Don't say it.
you could go ahead and hit your own head for whatever you wanted to get to, maybe your calendar or something.
Okay, is it I can't ask this question. Is it an actual wig, like with hair, or is it something you attach to the bottom of a wig?
It looks like it's a whole wig.
Oh, so does it come in different styles, different hair colors, and
I don't know if they ever got that far. But they said that the wig could also include GPS with different regions buzzing to give navigation cues.
Oh my God.
So if the right side of your head buzzed, you need to take a right.
Man, you gotta be careful that if you have your wig on wrong, you're gonna be going the wrong way. Oh
Yeah, not only do you have your wig all wrong, but now you're in a bad neighborhood.
You're in a bad neighborhood. And you look all messed up.
You don't even look cute in this bad neighborhood you just walked in.
You're getting heckled at the very least. Oh.
Oh man. And they were also going to integrate a camera so that I guess you could see people as they roasted you when you walk by. If you wanted to watch it later when you took your wig off, if your own eyes weren't enough.
Oh.
There was also
you hurt my lungs with the smart wig. Oh.
There was also talk of including a laser pointer.
For what purpose?
So and I'm reading from the filing now, the filing of their patent. You ever had an idea that you did need a patent? You're just like, yeah, we're good. You don't need to put a patent on that pickle and peanut butter sandwich. Okay.
Stop reading for 1 second. Let me take a drink of water because I know I won't be able to. Oh.
All right.
Oh my God. Okay.
So in their filing, they claim that a wig is the perfect hiding place for delicate electronics.
So now it's a purse for your head.
Yeah, it's a purse for your head.
Oh.
You can keep your credit cards in it. You could keep.
You ever wish your fanny pack was strapped to your fucking forehead? Well, there you go, idiot.
All right. And then it's because humans tend to instinctively protect their heads more than other body parts. So because you block like your head first from an assault. And which here to their point, that's fair.
No
one ever gets swung on and immediately puts their hands over their pockets. All right.
Here's the thing though, they waited too late to pitch that idea. Because that's an actual now you're pitching me an actual psychological human thing about why it's good to hide a thing in your head.
Also, it's funny because now if you get in like a cat fight at a bar, she won't just mess you up. She'll steal your identity. She'll steal all your information because she snatched that wig so fast.
Well, the other thing is too, okay, I'm assuming it's meant to be secretive. So now let's say your valuables are stored in your wig. And then just because you're going to protect your head when someone attacks you doesn't mean you're going to prevent them from hurting you. So now they potentially actually hurt you. And now also your phone's broken.
Yeah.
Because they just punched you in your phone head. So you can't call for help now.
So.
And you also just don't get to follow. Their first thing to pitch can't be like, it makes your head buzz when you get a text. Oh.
Okay. So wait. This oh God. Okay. I think this is the topper. So when they were utilizing it, I guess in beta.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this was an aspect of it. I didn't even know it could do this, but I guess they made an extension to the wig. So you could, at one point, you could give presentations and switch sides by touching your sideburns.
Wait, what? Switch sides with what? What are you talking about?
So I think they hooked up the wig plus patent-made sideburns to a computer.
Okay.
And then anytime the presenter wanted to switch slides, they would just rub their sideburns to switch slides on the PowerPoint.
Okay. honestly, I feel better now because at first, what you made me think at first was that the wig was also a projector. So you'd be in an office just beaming out a PowerPoint of your forehead, and then using your laser pointer to point at stats you want, and then tapping your. Oh, good. Oh. Oh.
No,
Oh,
no.
man.
The real thing was about as dumb as that.
No, it's still dumb. I was just relieved that it was just linking up to a computer. Still though, the remote sideburns. Because now it's also, if you want to use all this stuff, you gotta have a specific look.
You gotta have a specific head.
You gotta have a specific head. You basically have to look like a pimp from the 70s. Like if you you clearly need a big head of hair and big ass sideburns. You gotta look like oh my
Just
god.
imagine someone slapping their own head like update. Why won't you update?
Yeah, and I'll email that you later. I'm locked out of my wig right now, so I can't get you.
Yeah. I was sweating and caused a short circuit in my bangs. So
And what happens if it rains?
I think you get electrocuted. I was cleaning leaves off of this guy's roof. Like I didn't even know this guy, right? And I was cleaning leaves off his roof for a friend who had like, hey, you need some extra money. Do you want to do this thing, right? So it's like a friend of a friend.
Is this is in Louisiana or
This is in Louisiana, yeah.
okay.
And so cleaning the like leaves out of the gutters and just the debris off the roof and branches and stuff. And while I'm there, I slip and I fall off the roof, right?
Jeez.
And I fall off the roof. And luckily, this is one of those like novelty houses where the roof is like way too slanted and way too long. So it's not actually that, like, I'm still scared because I'm falling, but it's not actually that high of a drop, right?
Right.
So when I fall, I like land on a bunch of flowers, like this flower bed, and I could tell the flowers were special when I landed in them. Like I knew as soon as my back hit those flowers, I was like, these were grown especially by someone whose hobby this is, because they look too nice to just be something naturally occurring. And I got out of the thing, I got out of the like flower bed and was just freaking out trying to figure out how to both like get back on the roof, because I don't know why, but the dude like took the ladder with him. So I climbed up
So
there.
he got you up there and then he left with it?
He got me up there and then he left with it because I guess he needed it for something else. He only had one ladder. And so I didn't know how I was gonna get back on the roof. And then I also didn't know how I was gonna make this like flower bed situation better.
Mhm.
And so then I saw what's the one? Is it still a garden hoe, the little handheld one with the 3 spikes?
I don't know if that's called a garden hoe. I'm not sure what that's called. A
But
claw.
basically, yeah, I grabbed one of the gardening tools that was like still laid out in the yard, and I just started digging these like tiny little holes and then putting my hand in the hole and just trying as hard as possible to make it look like a paw print. Cause I was like, if I can make enough paw prints now.
Trying to convince them some sort of vermin destroyed the thing.
So then I was like,
Sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry.
I started like poking all these holes and then like getting my hand in the hole, trying to like mold the hole to look like a paw print. And
Yeah.
then I did like maybe like 9 of them. Like honestly, in the time that I did this, I really could have cleaned the roof, right? But I had to
That's
like,
what- I was just thinking of just like you spent way more time with your fake meerkat colony than you did with your
yeah,
actual job.
cause then I was like so freaked out that this is like a freelance job and I've done more damage, like I've done more harm than good, that maybe they wouldn't pay me. So I was like, I need to
Mm-hmm.
come up with something to where they're like, this wasn't his fault or he couldn't have, whatever, right? So
Right.
then I'm making the paw prints. I finally make what I think is enough, leading from a little bushy area to the bed that I like fell in. Then I have to figure out how to get back up on the roof. So then I try a cartoonish amount of things. I actually tried to like, I don't know why I thought I had this balance. So the spade
Mm-hmm.
that you'll dig with.
Yeah.
There was another one of the like both mostly all the garden tools were like actually laid out, and so I grabbed the spade. I hit the spade into the ground at like the sharpest angle that I could, and then I tried to climb it up to the roof.
Oh,
So
was it was
like
like a full like long handle one,
it was a full long handle.
and you tried to
And
fucking
so
just Buster Keaton up it, like just
yeah,
like hoist yourself on
100%.
a stick.
And so I tried to like get myself to the top of it, and I got myself to the top one time and looked like a cat just like trying to balance on the top of this like garden hoe. I mean,
Going
I'm
back and
calling
forth.
everything a garden hoe. I'm sure
Yeah.
it wasn't a garden hoe, but at the top of this spade before I would fall and fall and fall.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I freaked out again because I was like, all right, I've done all this damage with the spade. I've done all this damage with the paw prints. And if I can't get back up on the roof, I'm not going to be able to convince them of like any sort of story, right? And so finally, I'm trying to remember how it happened. I basically like grabbed the fence and then got to the top of the like tried to like angle myself on the top of the fence with some balance and then jump from the fence to the lip of the roof, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
tried this like 3 times and I hurt myself every single time. Like I was more bloodied every single time um than the last time. And so finally I get up. I'm already like wiggling, but I just bend my knees and jump as far as I can and grab the gutter. And when I grab the gutter, I hear a little pop because my weight is like too much for the gutter.
Yeah,
And so I hear
gutters are
this,
real flimsy.
yeah. So I hear this pop and I'm like, I need to start grabbing like roof immediately. And so then I grab a little piece of roof and the little tile of roof that I grab starts slipping. And so I'm just like in an Acme cartoon, grabbing for dear life for anything they'll actually hold. And then I finally grab some like sturdy tile and uh and start like making my way up. Like luckily I was still working out a lot when I lived in Louisiana, like while I was like still in college stuff. So I had been doing enough pull-ups that I could get myself at least stomach level up the roof
Mm-hmm.
and then just start kicking my way up, right? So then I like kick my way up. I'm back on the roof and I have to start doing the leaves and the branches and all the like gutter stuff all over again, right? I
Yeah.
finish that and then I finished that and then the guy gets back and the guy gets back like almost perfectly around the time that I'm finished, right? And so I was like, I still haven't fully formulated how to sell my story in my own head. Because I've been thinking about it the whole time I've been doing leaves, I've been thinking about like how am I gonna convince this person that whatever happened happened,
What
right?
happened here wasn't a cartoon catastrophe.
Yeah.
Like,
So then
Joshy's big adventure. Like I just like, like just that title screen of you with a hoe and a destroyed garden. Like,
but basically the guy rolls up and I'm done. And in my mind, the best thing to do was to fall off the roof again. And And so I went to the lip where the loose tile was, and I made like a very audible, like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh no.
And then I kicked the tile off of that lip where the gutter popped and the tile was slipping. And then I like try to land on my feet, but land like right on my butt. I it couldn't have the only way it could have gone horribly is if I had landed on my collarbone or something. But I fall. He runs.
No, there's multiple ways for it to have gone poorly. You were
Well,
you were purposely falling off a roof.
But I'm just saying for the angle that I chose, because he
Right,
still couldn't
okay.
see me whenever I did this. Like he was still at the front of the house and I'm towards the back, right?
So, just walk me through again. Why, in your mind, was the right decision to re-fall off the roof? Why did you think like, oh, this'll cover it? This'll solve the situation. If I just throw myself, oh, it comes back. Okay,
it's gonna make sense in a minute.
Okay.
So then.
Okay.
So then I fall, right? He hears me yell and fall. So he runs down the side of the house to me laying on the ground, right?
Yeah.
And I had to like extra sell it. Like I Family Guy, like try to put one of my legs behind my body, like really look like something might be busted, right? And then he was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" Like, "Oh, I never should have taken the ladder." Like all this apologetic stuff, right? And I'm like, "I'm okay. I just feel so bad about that. I mean, I don't even know what it was like." And I'm trying to get him to say it in case there's anything he's been dealing with. Like, is there like a dog or something you guys have been dealing with? Because this animal, I was finishing up, right? And this animal runs over and is just like bounding around in your yard. And then I was trying to throw something at it to get it to stop, and that's when I fell, right? Because so that way he would connect me falling with my story, right?
Right.
And then he was like, it worked out perfectly because he was like, "That damn fat cat." He's like, there's an obese cat in the neighborhood that nobody wants to claim, but it's been wreaking havoc for months. And I was like, oh, that must have been what it was. I didn't get a good look at it, but I was trying to throw a stick at it or something to get it out of those beautiful flowers. And he hadn't even noticed the flowers until I said that. And then he looked over at the flowers and he lost it. He was like, "My wife's gonna kill me," and I was like, I was correct in trying to make up a story because I've never even met the wife or anything, but I know that these flowers are just as important as I felt like they were when they were in my back.
Well, you definitely got that cat killed, though.
I mean,
you put a target on that cat's head.
I mean, maybe, but like no one knows when the cat comes and goes. It's one of the fittest obese like street cats is how he described it, because he's like, it's fat but it's still fast.
Well, yeah.
So ideally nobody would come after it.
I mean, I commend you, like the leaps of logic that you took to be like, I know how to cover this. I never would have thought, like, I don't know, I'll dig holes. How old were you? So you were in college at this point.
Yeah, I'm like 20. I'm like 21.
You're way too old to have this fucking Rugrats adventure. No, I think, the cat did it.
Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. I think you'd even say that I'm thankful.
Ugh, gross.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How does it feel? How does it feel when
have turned? Oh, yes. Oh.
You have become what you hated.
No,
What you feeling thankful about? What are you? Yeah, because I guess this will come out on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah. I mean, this is a thing. I guess I'm thankful, especially because we talked in Minneapolis when we were doing Acme Comedy Club, and we talked
Great time.
about how every once in a while I not just feel the need, but it's important to like reconnect with people, whether that's over Facebook or calls or just like reminiscing stuff and everything. And
Exes, you're like a weird ex.
and like I think maybe this is just me, but I never really feel I'm self-conscious about a lot of things, but I never really feel that self-conscious about trying to reconnect with someone who I haven't talked to in a long time if we at least left it on friendly terms. Like there are people that you knew in college or something that, y'all were friendly, but obviously after college you went your separate ways and maybe you haven't talked since. And it's like, to me, it's actually sometimes people make it a thing where they don't want to hit people up if enough time has passed at all. And I'm like, well, it's not like you were enemies. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like
I get what you mean.
Like, I think that for me, I don't know if I've ever had that. I realize that some people aren't pick up where you left off type friends, but
Yeah.
I've never had the thing of like, because I mean, I feel like there was even a period where like 6 months went by and you and I hadn't talked. But then when I hit you up, it was like nothing. You know what I mean? There was like, this would have been maybe...
This would have been like your first or second year in New York.
I think it was my second year. Because the first year we were talking a lot.
And we were doing those college gigs and stuff too. So we were getting to see each other on the road a lot. Yeah, I mean, well, I remember, that year would have been like, because that would have been after my dog had to have a bunch of surgery, so I was just like working a day job, and like I was barely doing comedy like the amount I wanted to because I just needed to like pay off that debt. And then I think you'd maybe just left the Tonight Show, or was finishing up your run there.
I had just left or something. Yeah.
I think you were already working there when we were doing those college gigs. But and now, fuck, a week to not talk to you would be just the best. I'm kidding. No, I literally, honestly,
say how you feel.
Honestly, I know. I just said that. I said that just to be a dick, but I genuinely had the thought this weekend that because we got to just hang out in Minneapolis, and I thought, it is cool. We do get to see each other as much as we do.
Yeah,
It actually just made me happy that I'm like, oh man, because especially for starting in Chicago together, and then we do not live there anymore, either of us.
Yeah,
it would be real easy to not see each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, big yawn at that statement. Cool. Makes me feel validated. Makes me feel loved.
Yeah. Maybe take a week off of seeing me, and you'll feel the validation
better about myself.
Again. I said all that to say that it's like every once in a while I'll hit somebody up and we have like chop it up for a little bit, and they'll remind me of something, or like talking to them will remind me of something happened with another person that they didn't even mention, and I just feel like it's such a treasure. Like this is gonna sound very corny, but I think that when you are using socials right, and like using things to actually stay in contact with people, it is one of the best things that I think we've ever done. Like, it's almost always the worst. It's like 9% the worst.
Oh yeah.
It's like literally ramping up and exacerbating mental illness. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
But I think that if you really do use it as like a forever yearbook, and you hit people up or just tell them that, like, the amount of people who have just reached out to be like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I'm really proud of you for, like, I remember you used to say you'd like to do comedy or something, and now you're doing it, or, like, stuff like that is actually like real soul fuel, like I think that it makes me really happy that you never know. I guess without sounding like self-deprecating or anything, but it's like you don't know who needs to hear certain things, and I almost always need to hear certain things, and so it's like always nice when someone is like
needy.
Yeah. And and so I said all this to say that I was chatting with a friend, and I know that on the Thanksgiving episode, not only do we sometimes at least say what we're thankful for, but we also tell Thanksgiving related stories.
Have we ever said we're thankful for? I feel like this is.
I thought I said I was thankful for you one year.
That doesn't sound like you.
Okay. Well, maybe it never happened. Maybe I just said it in my head and then we didn't actually say it into the mic, because that's just as likely.
No, I think we did. I'm kidding. Sorry, I'm being a little stinker. Okay, I'm feeling saucy.
Wow, stinker.
I'm being a little stinker right now.
Wow.
We had a great weekend at Acme. You were just on the Late Show last night.
Oh yeah.
It was cool to see. I always love seeing you on TV. It's been a little weird because today I'm getting messages congratulating me on your success, and I'm not quite sure what to do with that.
Oh yeah.
But I'm very proud of you.
Yeah. I will say sometimes sometimes I will not be doing a touring show. I'll just be doing a regular show in New York, like a spot.
Right.
Like a spot.
Yeah.
And people will be like, so is Logan coming? And I'm like, I don't think that they could pay him enough to come do these 10 minutes in Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's that interesting thing of when you kind of intertwine careers with somebody.
Yeah, it's like, wait, he's gonna be in Tacoma and Denver, but Brooklyn is not as glamorous of a spot,
Well, I love doing it. I love going to Brooklyn and doing shows, but I need to string together several to make it feel worth it.
Yeah, and they would have to be
less
paying.
lucrative, we'll call it. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if this bar show at 1 a.m. is gonna be the thing that gets him on a plane.
Yeah, it's not really setting me up for next year the way I want it to.
And so basically, I was chatting with someone, and they were telling me that in their family they have an aunt that cannot, like, really cook is even a strong word. She has trouble doing things with heat. All right.
Fire bad.
Yeah, if she has to apply heat, it's going to be a wreck.
It's a Frankenstein aunt.
An actual car accident of a dish.
Auntenstein.
That was a reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's Onster.
Oh.
I like that one.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. And she,
fire bad. Continue.
One year for Thanksgiving, which I didn't even know. Tell me, because we have access to different communities, I'll say, and tell me if you've ever heard of this before.
We have access to different communities. Yeah, what white people shit do you want to talk about? Go ahead.
So for Thanksgiving, she brought a fruitcake.
Okay.
Is that normal?
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah. I thought
I think
fruitcake was a Christmas thing.
It's more of a Christmas thing. Yeah, I've never seen fruitcake at Thanksgiving.
I've never in my life. It doesn't even seem like it would go with anything.
Yeah. Yeah, because you already got enough breaded and strangely, like, sweetened things. Like a fruitcake is just, I don't know. But I frankly don't understand the purpose of a fruitcake at Christmas either. So
yeah. Okay.
So why not? Why not? Fuck it. Why not? Just take it take it anywhere. No one likes it.
I will say,
4th of July.
In my life, I've had one type. So I've had one good fruitcake.
Okay.
And it was homemade from a woman that my family knew. And it was amazing. And then ever since, and I remember eating another fruitcake thinking it would be like the other one. Like, I didn't know I was tasting the best fruitcake I'd ever had. I thought I was just tasting fruitcake. I thought this is just what fruitcake was. And so then
Right.
I went to eat someone else's fruitcake, and the level of disgust when when I tell you that it was a war crime committed in the mouth, all right? It was so disgusting, and it was so the opposite. Even the texture wise, it was so the opposite of the fruitcake that my mom's friend had made. I used to get excited for the holiday to go over there to have this fruitcake.
Oh, okay.
It was that good.
You
dude.
realized then later that you had been living a lie. You've
Not
been
only
living
that
this
I had
world,
been-
in this reality that no one else gets to exist in.
I not only, it made me like shudder the next time I saw the fruitcake I loved.
Oh no!
Like the next
It
three
ruined all fruitcakes for you.
the next like 3 fruitcakes I had, because like maybe it's a Southern thing too that some people just make fruitcake for the holiday. But I remember I had a bought one, I had the nasty one, and I had like the mid one, and all 3 of them ruined the idea of like, you know what I mean? It's like if you had Doritos, and so you just think this is what they come in packages. This is what Doritos are, and then you have 3 more Doritos, and one tastes like ass, and one tastes like just glass.
Yeah.
And then one tastes almost like cheese, but with too much styrofoam. You'd be like, I think I'm off Doritos now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a real Goldilocks situation you found yourself in.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter how comfortable the bed is if there's fucking bears.
Yeah. If everyone is home.
If everyone's home and they're bears, I don't care if the porridge like rules. I'm out of here.
And so
I can't get past the way fruitcakes look most times though, because they look like a carpet filled with Jolly Ranchers.
yes, exactly. But I'm telling you, maybe it's just because I was young enough. I was so young that I also was just willing to try stuff, and it was just sweet enough to be good. And then I had my first slice, and I was like, that was actually amazing.
Yeah, I've definitely tried it and disliked it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's one of those ones where I'm like, I don't need to try to find a good fruitcake. My life is full enough. I can miss this.
There was
You know?
one out there that sadly most people will never have. There was someone who took fruitcake and made it something good. Anyway, the auntie who makes the fruitcake for Thanksgiving, it's not good. And it's not just not good because fruitcake is not good. So it was her tender loving care that made this fruitcake so nasty.
She put the hate right into it.
Yeah. I'm like, apparently, this is what I was told at least. Apparently, this fruitcake is so bad that it's like she can cook and purposely did the opposite.
Oh, I like that.
Like it's
I
like
want that cooking show.
let's just mix the salt and sugar now,
Yeah.
you know. And
That's like someone believing in their skill, and so they're really testing their limits. They're trying to really fly as close to the sun as they can get.
yeah.
So it's like, what can I do? What is at what moment do I cross the threshold and this becomes poison?
Yeah. And so no one ever wanted it because this has been happening for years, right? And there was even like a stink with like a real like almost fight between, I guess, like sisters and stuff. So that aunt was like one of 4 or whatever. And then I think that she thought, because this happens a lot with people who can't cook, they think it's just like with any other talent that a person doesn't possess. They think that outside forces are blocking them.
Or you just don't get it.
You just don't get it. So your mouth just doesn't get it, right?
Your mouth doesn't get what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And
now,
that's
mind.
That's your problem, and you can fix it and get on board. And fix
Never
that
mind,
mouth.
she would also not eat it. It'd be different if a person was the
Like
only
their own
person who
cooking.
ate what they brought. You know what I'm saying?
Just eating the whole fruitcake by yourself.
Yeah, like
If you guys don't want it, I'm gonna eat all of it. I'm gonna eat it all.
And so it's not even that situation where she's sitting by herself eating the fruitcake and she's the only one, right? Like, you know how some people try to guilt you, like, this thing that I brought sure is good, you know?
Right, yeah.
And so, so it's for 1 year, it's the fact that the placement on the table, people couldn't reach it, which is also a ridiculous, like, it's such a ridiculous excuse for people to not be eating your food. It's like that's everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone at the table is saying pass me. So if they can't reach it, they don't want it is what's happening, right?
Yeah.
And then there was another year.
So now they've caught it as it's a conspiracy now.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy against their fruitcake. And then there was another year where they were like, oh, someone else brought something that was too close to fruitcake and everybody picked that. And it's like, well, now you're just mad at dessert. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's just like, hey.
Right.
We can't be mad that someone brought a pecan pie and that's somehow too close to fruitcake. You're reaching, you know?
Yeah.
And so it got to the point where apparently outside of the cooking, this is a very decent, good family member, right? Like, this is their one hang up. And it's the one thing that they all argue over, you know, like not even politics or anything. It's just like, why won't anybody eat my fruitcake? And so basically they decide just as a family, you know, like those there's the family text chain and then there's a family text chain with the people that really don't need to be in there.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So in the tight family text chain is just how I'll refer to it. In the tight-knit family text chain, everybody's like, what are we going to do this year? This is like 3 years ago. What are we going to do this year? Because we can't have another, like, argument over this fruitcake. I'm just not having it, you know? And it was like, and apparently a lot of family will come as well. So it's like embarrassing because the side of the family that's hosting then gets embarrassed because it looks like they're just crazy.
Oh, so it's like different families too, not just like all from the same side of the family. It's like married in. Okay.
Yeah, it's not just all one immediate circle of family. It's like this is the place that the family comes to, right? So if the core family is 5, the other 15 are coming to that house, right?
Okay, gotcha. And we're not just talking cousins or anything. We're talking like whole separate married in family.
Yeah, like people bringing their spouses, right?
Yeah.
And so then every year there's been like this argument over fruitcake for one reason or another, and it makes them like after a few years, it just seems like this is how y'all are, you know, because we only see you twice a year.
Yeah.
And so for half the time we see you, y'all are cursing over fruitcake.
But here's the thing: would at a point would you miss it? Would it not be the holidays without?
Apparently, it would be a better holiday, is what I'm told. Right? And so then in the tight-knit family text chain, they were like, we got to do something, right? And so they were like, okay, this year.
Now it is a conspiracy.
It is a conspiracy now. Like now it's actually a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It's an actual fruitcake conspiracy now. They're actually.
Yeah, it's really happening. And so now they're like, what we need to do is act like everybody wants it. Because then it'll just die down because the aunt cooking it is the one that's like, she's like watching it now. Like now it's become a point of contention where she'll just be watching the cake the entire dinner, right? She she really like people try to talk to her about other stuff and she just going, let me see if I can do the face. She was just going like just nothing but that slacked like because she's watching the cake. Anyway, they're like, we all need to act like we want it. And so that way it won't even be a discussion. We could even maybe take it off the table and be like, oh no, I want to take the whole thing home. And so they honestly had like a little play rehearsed of how they were going to handle this. Because she brought the fruitcake, right? Mm-hmm. And then when she brought it, there was one sister that was like, oh, if you wouldn't mind, I want to just take this fruitcake home because I'm having some people over, right? And I would love to.
And I don't want them to stay long.
I'm having some people over, and I would love for them to have this because, like, I already had to cook and bring stuff for Thanksgiving, and the Friendsgiving. I guess the Friendsgiving was going to be right after Thanksgiving at her house, whatever.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so she was like, "You have to just let me bring this, and then I'll use some of the food that I didn't bring today." And then the aunt was like ecstatic. She was like, "Oh yeah, oh wow, that'd be great." Like, she's like so taken aback that somebody wants it in general. She doesn't ask any follow-up questions, anything, right? And so she's like, "Oh, that's great. Okay." And then they end up they end up really hamming it up because now that it's not on the table and now that it's like in the kitchen, packaged, ready to go home with the other sister. Now they're like, ooh, because now people who are bringing a new person, so there are people who brought like boyfriends and girlfriends, stuff like that for Thanksgiving. Now they're like, ooh, I wish Sean would have been able to try that.
Oh, yep. Here it is. Here's where it falls apart.
But then they're like, no, but we can't cut it though. It would be weird to cut it because it's going to be on the table tomorrow at my friend's giving,
Yeah.
So now people are hamming it up knowing there's no consequences to their actions.
See, and then that friend being like, well, we can't cut it. It's going to be on my table. That was them being like, guys, don't fuck this up.
Yeah.
They were trying to be subtle about it, but trying to be like, guys, do not ruin.
Yeah.
I've already saved us. I dove on the grenade. Don't now kick me because you want the grenade.
Yeah. And so now they're in a pretty spot. They're in a beautiful spot where basically they don't have to eat the fruitcake. Everyone is having a good Thanksgiving. Like, even the fruitcake aunt, she out here like doing the most because she's just happy somebody like she probably, because this is years of in repeat of coming in and having her fruitcake disrespected, right? And this is clearly not a self-aware person because this isn't the type of person who makes a nasty fruitcake and is like, I'm going to redeem myself with a different dish next year.
No. Instead, she just shows up with the same one and gets angrier. It's that whole like that thing they say about the definition of insanity.
Yes, exactly.
Doing the same thing and expecting different results.
A literal fruitcake, okay? Anyway, so she's out here just doing the most, just like yakking it up, eating extra, just like making jokes, everything. This is her moment, So Thanksgiving goes great.
It's the happiest she's ever been in her life.
It's the happiest that she's been at least at Thanksgiving. And the craziest thing is I don't know how many years that she brought the fruitcake, but it was enough.
Two is too many. So
yeah.
If it became this big of a deal, it means it's a persistent problem and she makes it a problem.
Yeah. And so then they all make it out scot-free, right? And there really was, the sister really did have a Friendsgiving the day after Thanksgiving, right? Mm-hmm. And
she's told her friends about how terrible this fruitcake is, so now they finally get to see for themselves.
And lo and behold, day comes Friendsgiving. Guess who shows up?
Oh shit!
To watch
you were too specific
to
about
watch
the
them
plans.
eat it. I guess completely uninvited. Her sister shows up and it's like, oh hey, I brought, and she. This is the craziest thing. This is how you know this person is an agent of chaos, right? Mm-hmm. She comes to the Friendsgiving uninvited, but then brings a store-bought pie. She already got the fruitcake, so she's technically already contributed, but she brought a store-bought pie just to, I guess, have something in her hand when she showed up, right?
Uh-huh.
And so...
Please tell me that fruitcake is already in the garbage. Please tell me that.
Look, you can't be out here guessing next steps.
Sorry, didn't mean to jump ahead, but
No. So this was so crazy. So then,
they threw this thing out of the car driving home that night.
no.
in a
They did
ditch.
bring it home, but it's in. They did bring it home, right?
Okay.
And they literally brought it home for safety because they were like, if we throw it away here, there's always a chance she might outstay us, or like that she might come back and forget something and see we threw it away, and then we'll never hear the end of it, you know?
Yeah.
They
She might do a
even-
sweep of a nearby field. We got to.
They even brought it home for safety. And then this woman shows up with a store
Buried it in
bought
their
pie,
yard.
and then was like, I was just, I was wondering if I could join you. It was so good to see family, and I'd love to meet some more of your friends, blah blah blah, right? And it's also her sister, so it's like it's almost weird now. She's like, you can't stay here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
Before you continue, my arc with this woman has been, at first I weirdly kind of respected her because just the pettiness, the pure pettiness of just like, know what, I'm gonna keep making the same thing and they are going to like it, and I'm gonna make a deal out of it. It's not a great trait to have, but I kind of respected it. Now I do just kind of genuinely feel bad for her. It sounds like she doesn't have much going on. That she's not. If just the thought of someone maybe trying her fruitcake is making her show up unannounced, now I just kind of feel bad.
you know what it is? It's the culinary version of when you love a YouTube video and then you get your friend to watch it and then you watch them watch it.
Yeah. And then they don't like it, and then you start really trying to explain why it's funny to you.
Yeah.
And you realize that doesn't help. That will
Yeah.
never fix it.
You
They're not going
finally-
to suddenly be like, oh, I do get it. Like,
Yeah, you try to put it together why cats are better, and you're just like, really, now you're just talking a lot. You're talking longer than the video was.
Yeah.
And so they have to, as covertly as possible, when I tell you dig the fruitcake out of the trash. And it's not in the trash inside.
Oh.
It's in a
Oh,
bag.
no.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
in a bag.
no.
It's in a bag.
It's old trash now.
They threw it away the night before and they took the garbage out.
Oh. I hope the cans are at the curb too, so they have to distract her so they can sneak out the front.
But basically, they have like a couple of friends without knowing it even, right? They are getting friends unknowingly running interference on her so they can go dig this fruitcake out of the trash, right? And luckily, the way they packaged it, there's not much trash on it because it's like really wrapped in foil a bunch of times, and like it's not great. You never want anything straight out of the trash like that, but it's not like completely ruined, you know?
Right, yeah.
I mean, never mind the fact that it's been in a trash bag all night with trash.
Yeah.
But it's not
But will this
noticeably
improve the
ruined.
flavor from what we've heard?
Ooh, coffee grounds. I've never had that in fruitcake. And so then they bring it in, and then her and her husband are having an argument over like if they should serve it or not, because they're like, we can't, like, we have to let her see that it's here, but once she sees that it's here, she's gonna be like, why aren't you? It'll just be the same thing all over again. So her sister is like,
And she's here, so she's clearly not leaving.
Yeah.
She's staying until someone eats this damn fruitcake.
And so her sister is like, we have to serve it. We have to. And her husband is the one that's like, hey, you gotta just, at some point, you gotta tell your sister you all love her. All right? Like, you gotta get this person out of your life if this fruitcake is if you about to serve dirty fruitcake at our Thanksgiving table to our friends, I think that your sister's taking you to a dark place.
While your sister eats a different dessert, we're going to feed our friends garbage.
And
This is not a healthy relationship.
and basically, a husband lost. Wife walked out
Yep.
and they served dirty fruit cake at their Friendsgiving. That was not, it wasn't redeemable. It, like, I don't know what she thought would happen by giving it to strangers. Like, maybe she thought strangers would be so polite that they wouldn't, like, they'd act like they liked it or something, and she'd be scot-free. Apparently, two people, like, what's the right adjective? Apparently, two people, this is from what I'm told, two people, like, vehemently spit it out. Like, I don't know how many people were there, but two in any ratio is enough to be a big deal. You know what I mean? Because even if you had 10, that means a fifth of the people there spit out your food.
I mean, well, just especially like no matter, even if one person had done it and there had been 50 people there, I think it still would have hurt because this woman was showing up specifically just to see anyone eat and enjoy her fruitcake, which now all she's done is prolong the disappointment. And now she's going to start showing up to this Friendsgiving every year.
Because then this is the other thing that ends up happening. She is like, you know, eating with everyone, chatting with everyone. And apparently outside of fruitcake, this person is great, you know, good mood, affable, all this stuff like that.
Okay.
But the two
a
people,
chill hang the rest of the year. But.
Yeah. Two people spit it out, right? And one
Right.
person spit it out into a napkin. They did the polite thing of like, oh my goodness, this is gross, sort of covering their mouth and spitting it out to where maybe you almost can
Sleight
catch
of
it.
hand.
And the other one like coughed it out at the table.
And then just went, oh, no, yucky, yucky, yucky.
And so that's what it was like. Oh, this is up now, right?
Yeah.
All for nothing. The whole reason I tell the story is that lies get you nowhere. Okay? Honesty is always the best policy.
It is the best policy. That's what we've learned here from the fruitcake conspiracy.
Because if you try to shield yourself and others from the truth, you end up eating dirty fruitcake the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we're trying to say is sometimes you just need to tell your siblings they're bad at something.
Not even don't do it anymore. Just tell them that this one is bad.
Just don't do it here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, you have to stop making fruitcakes. I just don't want to see it anymore.
Because the thing that is so mind-blowing to me about that whole situation is that y'all were already arguing every year. Mm-hmm. So then why not at some point just say your food is not good?
Yeah. We don't like it, Rhonda.
Nothing about this is tasty, okay?
We don't want this. How have you not figured it out? We're all being so polite and trying to let you figure it out.
You have made
No one wants this.
the flavorful version of a cake with knives in it, okay? And no one wants to cut their tongue today.
It was almost the perfect plan, too.
Yeah.
They almost got away with it, but they didn't realize the true wild card that she is.
Yeah, that she would show up to an uninvited dinner. Like, you don't even know if there's a place at the table for you.
No. Yeah.
You don't know how many friends coming. You don't know if these are like work friends that she's trying to impress or whatever. You were just like, hey, I'm gonna roll up tomorrow and I'm gonna watch them eat it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a genuine intruder.
Yeah.
That's damn near breaking and entering what she did.
It's rare that a burglar brings a pie and doesn't
Brings
take
their own
anything
pie.
but your taste.
But frankly, it would hurt my feelings if a burglar showed up and made me eat bad food and ate better food in front of me. I'd be upset for a couple of reasons.
It's like you have to ask yourself why you aren't eating it every year.
Yes. That is truly the baffling part, that she seems to have never tasted it herself.
I think this is what I think happens, right? This is and this is how I've rationalized this person. I think that she tastes everything along the way and doesn't think that all those flavors put together could possibly be bad. I think she dips her finger in the sugar and she's like, yep, sugar's good today. And
I
then
love sugar.
And then she dips her finger in the bread mix and she's like, that's delicious too. And then it's not until she's done where she's like, well, I wouldn't want to be nasty and, eat some before I present it to everyone. And now no one else is eating it. And they're not eating, this is the craziest thing, they're not eating it from memory. Because there was the first year where people ate it and it was nasty.
Right, yeah.
And she either didn't eat it that year, or she tried it and was like, I couldn't possibly do that again. I followed all the directions this time.
Yeah, it's just an interesting psych profile.
Yeah,
this woman. It's just a very of what causes you to be like, they didn't like it. I better give them more.
Yeah, like thank goodness she cooking, because if she wasn't cooking, she'd be killing.
Oh yeah. No, it is good. It's good. She has a hobby.
Yeah. I'm like,
anytime making these fruitcakes is time away from sharpening knives. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. This other one I've been saving actually for quite a while. I almost told it last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I didn't want to make it like people want to be with their families today. They want to just relax and chill. And I didn't want to make last year's episode so long that it was like, oh, this is going to be a feat. This feels like work,
Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I like to think that on the Thanksgiving, what I encourage our listeners to do is to force the entire family to listen to it.
Yeah.
So if anything, a long episode is more time.
Let us be the fruitcake in your life.
Yes. Let us be the thing you hold your family hostage with.
Yeah. Basically, this is wild because this is like old. This is like in his family's like lore. Okay.
It's family's lore. I know what you mean by that though. Like every family has those couple stories where it's like, nah, this is what aimed the family a little bit.
Yeah, and it happened so long ago that like nobody can fact check it. Like,
oh, that's even better.
Yeah, I mean, it grows with it grows as it's passed down.
A true Thanksgiving myth.
Yeah, like I'm sure I'm positive that this version is like probably juiced up from the version his mom told him.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Anyway,
I honestly love hearing those stories when you hear them and they're a family story like that, where you can tell none of it's true, but it's still charming.
Yeah.
Where you're kind of like, oh, so many people have told this story that it truly does become like a fable.
Well,
it's no longer a human story.
This is what's like crazy. All right, they know some of it is a fact. It's just the details around it that can't be known. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
like he said when his mom told him she was doing voices and she was like, you don't know what those people sound like. Don't do that.
Doing like really over the top voices too.
Yeah. Just like, you don't.
It's time to cut the turkey.
Yeah,
it's like, well, that's the voice.
people.
That's what you went with. There's no way.
Yeah. Don't
That would be the story if that's how he sounded.
Yeah. And so basically okay. I'm trying to remember how many greats it is. So it is the story starts with a great grandma, okay?
Great.
Yeah. So I'm just for the sake of the story, for the sake of brevity, I'm just gonna call her Triple G, okay?
Triple G, I like this.
Yeah.
So is this the great grandmother of someone like our age?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was saying,
because I mean, so that gets in like the 1800s then.
Maybe he didn't give me a year.
I mean, no, right? But I'm saying potentially a great. Like this could. So this is This could be going back to the Civil War right now.
Yeah.
This is the furthest back one of our stories have gone.
Great, right? And this is also when there were no supermarkets. There were just like you would like go to the butcher or you go to the general store or whatever, right?
Right.
Okay. So I don't remember what the cut of meat was, but it basically starts with Triple G going to prepare for Thanksgiving, right? And she's trying to get a specific cut of meat, and there's this lady in line in front of her that like, and not quite in front of her. Like apparently this is how the whole dispute starts. She's in line, and from her account, this lady is like cutting in line in front of her right as she's about to order. But that lady like is convinced that she was in line, and that woman's run up behind her to try to like jump the line. Okay. But they're both trying to order the same cut of meat. Okay. And so then they're arguing in the store, and the butcher is finally like, listen, I don't know who was here first, but I'll tell you what, I was just King Solomon this, and I'm going to give each of y'all half. All right. Nobody getting the full order because it's the last cut anyway. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And so they both went home upset.
Right.
But with a little bit of the meat, right?
They got some meat. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like maybe the next day they saw each other just in general at the store, and there was some like passive aggression that was taking place, right?
Okay.
And then the next day, right? So the day after seeing each other in a different market, all right? Triple G is out with her husband, who's, obviously also Triple G, okay? He goes to the...
So we've got like 6 Gs right now.
Yeah. We are stacked heavy, okay? So then Triple G and Grandpa Triple G are out, and they're having a day, because this is like maybe the day before Thanksgiving, and so they're going out to eat at some restaurant or whatever, and then he goes to the bathroom, and she sees the woman from the other day, right? And I don't know if she had a couple drinks, I don't know what it was, but she decided, hey, in the most ladylike fashion, while my husband is in the bathroom, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna curse this lady out, right?
There you go.
And so then they ran into each other, had words again, okay? And like not like a fight. This wasn't like a bar fight or anything like that.
Right.
But it was just like, oh, how's your day going, tramp? Or like whatever they said back then. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is also, I'm pretty sure, the part where his mom would be doing the voices, and he's like, there's no way you can know that. You never met this woman. She's our great, never mind. So then
you are a meat thief of ill repute.
Yeah. She goes and sits back down, and then Grandpa comes out and he's like, hey, I'm actually very sick. I need to go home, right? I'm hey, in there, unholy. Let's go.
I've got a touch of the consumption.
Yeah. And this is also in an era in life when, hey, you could go from anything. So like,
this could be the one.
Yeah. So this man was probably had like too hot of a fart and was like, it's time for me to tell you and the children, I love you, right?
Yeah. Let's go home and update the will.
Yeah. And so they leave right after that thing happened, okay? They have Thanksgiving, and he's not better, right? Like he's at the table for a little while, and then he's like, I'm feeling really bad. I'm going to see if I can go to a doctor, right? So he leaves Thanksgiving to go to a doctor, okay? And then comes back late in the night and was like, oh, the doctor gave me some drops. And like, because this is also back when medicine was like, it would be something that had nothing to do with your eyes and they'd still just give you drops. They give you like a gargle. You know what I'm talking about? Like
a gargle.
Like a true, how do you pronounce it? Apothecary? Like,
yeah.
you were going to a true chemist, okay? You're not getting a prescription filled or anything. This dude is just like, look, I heard that this benzoyl thing is good for mouths. So
yeah. A man came through town with a traveling show and sold us all the snake oil.
yeah. So gargle with this six times a day.
Here's your oils, and now also I'll cut your hair because I'm the barber too.
Yeah. And so
he's in some bloodletting.
Yeah.
Boy, this is a wild time in history.
Yeah. He comes back late in the night. And she's like, oh my gosh, we were so worried. Like, I almost went to the doctor to check on you because you had been gone. He was gone for hours, right? Like, it's dark when he gets back.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, the doctor gave me some drops and said I should be all good, and, in a couple days, whatever, right? And I don't know what this man's job is, but he just constantly for the next few weeks is cutting out of work, cutting out of dinner, cutting out of like all this stuff to go to the doctor. Cause he's like, and it's different problems now. So sometimes it's his breathing, sometimes it's his stomach, whatever. Right. And then one night, Triple G, she suspects that something's up. Cause she's like, nobody's this sick that doesn't die. All right.
Not on my watch.
Yeah. Like this is crazy. Like hospital bills alone should have bankrupted us by now. Like,
come on, honey, get better or get gone. All right.
Yeah, because Triple G is also from an era where it's like I don't think she would have had a job, and so she may have not known all the ins and outs of the money coming in the house. But she has enough common sense to know that if you go to the doctor 75 times in a month and a half, you're bankrupt.
Right. Yeah.
Like the American healthcare system has never been that solid. Even when the town doctor was just doing you favors, he only had so many to give, right?
Right, yeah.
And so one night, he's gone for however long he gone, right? And then and she tucks the children into bed. She tells them not to get up, right? Like not to get out of bed or anything. And she leaves the house and she just goes out searching for him, right?
Okay.
And she finds him at the bar with the lady from the other cut of meat.
Oh, shit.
This dude has 2 families.
Wait, so this wasn't just like an affair that happened.
This is not
an
affair.
He had a separate family.
He moved.
Whoa.
He moved his other family into town to be closer to them.
Wow, bold.
Yeah.
Bold.
Yeah. And so this dude got 2 families, and then the reason that he was acting all sick and stuff when they were eating was because he saw her. And so he didn't even know that they had like, some spat or anything, right? And that's also why he wanted to go home as soon as he got out of the bathroom.
Yeah. So so neither wife knows about each other then.
Neither wife knows about each other, and he hadn't been going to the doctor. He'd been going to her house. So he spent half his Thanksgiving over with her. And they both just think he has to work.
They both think he has to work and has horrible stomach problems.
Yeah. This dude out here being a great dad and a horrible husband. So this dude has 2 families. She sees them together and she waits for them to come out, and then she just freaks out on both of them, right? Like just like losing it. And then the woman that she ran into that she got the problems with, right, is the other wife. But now she's like, wait, how do you know her? Because this is the person that
Yeah.
I was telling you about, right? Like, she's the
Yeah.
reason we didn't have good mutton or whatever for Thanksgiving. And she's like, no, you're the reason we didn't have good mutton or whatever for Thanksgiving. I don't know what the meat was they were arguing over. But
Let's go with mutton. Let's go like this.
but yeah. So then that dude had two families, and yeah, they don't know, like, obviously no one knows like the full ins and outs of everything that transpired and stuff, but he said he knows the skeleton of the story is true because that's how he has his cousins, because his cousins are from that.
So they know there's two families from one guy.
His cousins are from the other family. So then for every one of him, there's another guy telling the story about, like, yeah, our Triple G was in line, and then this lady behind her tried to cut.
Yeah. He must have really thought he was cracking some sort of code.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, people got second families, secret families, right? But they're so far away, and you got to factor in travel. I'm thinking, I just put them closer together. What could go wrong? Oh, no.
Listen to me when I tell you, my horse almost dead. All right. This horse got about 100 miles left on it. All right. I need to move my other family to town.
And then when he finds out that both of his wives have not only met but are feuding.
Yeah.
First off, that's got to just have a moment of being like, how, really? First, there's that.
Yeah.
Then eventually, you probably got to laugh at it a little bit to be like, of course they did
But
this.
before you laugh at it, you definitely have to have a little bit of a disappointment that truly,
sure.
the threesome will never be possible.
No, never, because they have met and hate each other.
Yeah.
But also, there also has to be a little moment of therapy, because now, basically, with one of his wives, he gets to just openly complain about the other wife.
What's really happening here, though, is that he's like, oh, okay. When you say a moment of therapy, like, I think the most cathartic feeling could be like, oh, okay, it already went as poorly as it could possibly go.
I think there's that, but then also think about if your wife is complaining about this other lady who sucks. She's like, yeah, that's the lady who cut in line. I hate her. And he can just be like, sounds like a real bitch.
Yeah. And let me tell you something else about her. All right. Her cooking isn't all that great either.
Yeah, she was going to waste that meat. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. That dude probably knows who cooked the best mutton, everything. He got to hold it back. He got to go. That's probably why he left his first family, was like, I know the food's going to be bomb at the other wet. Like,
Yeah.
at the other Thanksgiving, there's going to be like, ooh, better fixings is all I'm saying. Wow. All right.
This has been a Thanksgiving of conspiracies this year.
Yeah.
You kind of found a theme with those stories a little bit.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Nicely done.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You want to open up the mailbag?
Let's do it.
I have a couple of Thanksgiving-centric emails that we got here.
Okay.
Let's see. First, this one here. This is from our friend Aloy, and the title of it is Thanksgiving Terrorist. Hey, guys. Sorry for the all caps title, but this is a holiday-specific email. So to explain, last Thanksgiving was a little less organized than usual for my family. I'm usually on dressing duty, but my mom had already taken care of it. She then offered to have me finish cooking the macaroni, and she was already making the cheese sauce. She offered me a spoonful of some very gritty-looking sauce, and in my naivete, I tasted it. I'm pretty sure it tasted closer to cereal milk than cheese sauce. I then proceeded to lie to her face and say it was good. As soon as she left the kitchen, my sister rushes in and asked me if I could save it. Nope, not an option. I burnt it and remade the macaroni and cheese to save everybody else. I'm a hero. The actual tragedy is that this is not the only dish she has assaulted with sugar. She has done this to chili dogs and tuna casserole. She's a menace. Happy Thanksgiving, Aloy. More Thanksgiving conspiracy.
I was just about to say, wow. I burned
Accidentally
it.
Perfectly on theme, Aloy.
Yeah. Don't nobody make mistakes on Thanksgiving, all right?
Yeah. Yeah, if someone's burning something or they dropped it, it was on purpose.
They meant to.
It was on purpose, and it's at you.
Yeah.
Wow. Perfectly. That's perfectly on theme. I wasn't even expecting that.
Yeah, that's incredible.
This one here, this is a Black Friday story, actually, because that season is upon us, too. This is from Mike. Hey, Logan and Josh. Black Friday season is almost on us again, and I thought I would share one of my favorite stories that has a Black Friday vibe. Unfortunately, it wasn't an actual Black Friday sale, but if you're willing to go along for the ride, you'll get why I submitted it. Well, we appreciate the honesty, so... I don't know. Could have just lied to us, but I appreciate that. Being like, it's not really Black Friday in this story, but it's Black Friday-esque.
Uh-huh.
And it is. I've read through this one. Our adventure begins with a group of people all closing a bar down after a big concert on a Saturday night at 3 a.m. and our manager asking who would be willing to stand in line with him and his girlfriend to get his kid a Nintendo Wii because he heard there was a Target drop happening. So this is just a regular ass store wait, I guess, not a Black Friday wait. Myself and the drug dealer who worked in the kitchen all
Couldn't say cook.
yeah, all decided to pile into his girlfriend's car with him, and we went to Target. It didn't bump me at all that the drug dealer worked in the kitchen, because I'm like, yeah, there's one at every restaurant, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
On the ride there, he confessed that he may have borrowed a bottle of Irish whiskey from the bar we worked at to keep us all warm. We headed to a Target in the Chicago suburb Naperville and found ourselves fourth in line at only 3:30 in the morning. It wasn't long before we were out of Irish whiskey, the drug dealer from the kitchen had somehow disappeared, and the snow was falling. It seems that the combination of exhaustion and alcohol turned me into a walking public service announcement to the people in line behind us that happened to have brought their kids. Well, I mean, they're responsible for having their children out at a Target at 3:30 in the morning. The manager's girlfriend wasn't a big fan of my behavior, and she frog marched me to her car and stuck me in the back seat to fall asleep. I don't know that phrase, frog march.
I have no idea what that is. Do y'all jump over each other while somebody's in trouble?
Or is it like when you grab a kid's like the back of their britches and like move them so they're like kind of having to hop a little bit to keep up with you? You know, I don't know. So far, so good. Unfortunately, things wouldn't stay good for long. I proceeded to throw up on the floor of my manager's girlfriend's car, and shortly after that, the police showed up and tried to arrest me for drunk driving. When I didn't have keys, I was sitting in the back seat, and there was no way I was going anywhere. Our bar manager managed to calm them down by appealing to the fact that nobody wanted to miss the Bears game tomorrow because they were in the playoffs that year. Thankfully, I ended up only having to pay for having her car cleaned and did not go to jail. That's one of those, tell me you're white without saying you're white.
Yeah, this is very weird. This is like, how could you possibly, it's not your car and you don't have keys.
But it is also the way to get out of being arrested, just being like, but football, am I right?
Yeah,
and they were like, you're right, get out of here,
Yeah.
you crazy kids. My manager got his Nintendo Wii, and the drug dealer who works in the kitchen ended up showing up for work the next day, so he was fine. My manager's girlfriend, who was also a server at the bar, never spoke to me again. When I awoke the following day in a strange house, I discovered it was my manager's basement, and he very proudly showed me the Nintendo Wii that he was able to secure for his kid. The only fights that happened as a result of that night were most likely caused by me. Thanks for hearing me out, and I assure you I have become a much better person since then. Thanks for making a place where we all feel comfortable to tell our unhinged stories. Thank you, Mike. Yep, this is a safe space for insanity.
Yeah, right. Oh, man. Well, thank you to everyone who wrote in, and thank you for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. Real quick, I definitely want to say what I am thankful for this year. I'm thankful for another year to be able to do the things that I love. I'm thankful for every one of you who has come to a show, emailed, DM'd, any effort to reach out to us and tell us how you feel about us has been greatly appreciated. It means the world to us, especially as the show grows and as we do more for it. Every patron, every person who takes the time to say a kind word or like has shown clips or episodes to someone or anyone who's just laughed with us this year has been like a real friend, and we appreciate you so much. I also appreciate JID. I'm finally listening to a lot of his music, and I appreciate you, Logan.
Wow, after JID, huh?
Well, I was trying to save
it was all of our
last.
friends and
I was trying to save you for last. Did you really want it to be you and then JID?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I think so. It was a very heartfelt thing you said about our listeners, and then hard shift to JID.
Well, it's not that hard of a shift. The music means a lot to me, and then I was saving you for last, which I thought was the prime position.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like no matter what order I would have gone in, you would have been unhappy with it. Because if I had said you first, quickly, and then JID, and then you, the listeners.
See, but now why do you have to say quickly, though?
Because it was quick. I said it. I didn't go on a long thing. So then if I was like, hey, I'm really thankful for you, Logan. I'm also thankful for JID. And to you, the listeners, I'm so thankful for all of you.
I don't know. I think that would have entertained me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I enjoyed it still, and I am thankful for you. You get so grumpy when I give you shit, but if I didn't have that, what would I be doing with my time, huh? No, but I won't fully repeat everything you said because I think you summed it up very nicely. But yes, very thankful for everyone who listens to the show, everyone who's come out to see us do shows this year because we've got to travel quite a bit. People, thankful to the people who join us for our virtual shows, which, not to transfer this into a plug, but we got one this Sunday coming up. So if you feel like coming and hanging with us, we always have a great time, and we are thankful for everyone who joins us and listens to the show, and who emails in.
if you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, where we're going to be posting clips of the show. And if you are looking for Logan,
you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag, that's Josh Johnson Show at gmail.com. Send us your stories, send us your thoughts, send us your questions. There's another thing you can send us. I didn't have a third one to say. You can also join our Patreon if you'd like. We have bonus podcasts and videos and other community stuff that we do there. Patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We got a bunch of different tiers for different levels and different monetary values. So you're going to get something. No matter what level you want to join, you're going to get something good. And thank you.
Well, a happy holiday to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I hope your stomachs and hearts are full. You know, not quite at the same time, because that's really not healthy. But
well, in like a different way too. Like you want your heart full, like metaphorically, not actually full.
Yeah, you don't want it like full of blood, because then you're on the brink.
Your heart has too much blood in it.
Yeah, it is juicy.
Or cholesterol. You want a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Your tum tum though? Hell yeah. Fill it up, baby.
Full of stuffing.
Stuff it up.
Yeah.
Go get stuffed this Thanksgiving.
Get it in.
Get it in there. Don't be a quitter.
Yeah, you finish that plate.
Yeah, you got this. Yeah, we're all watching.
Yeah. Eat to your heart's content.
But then also a little bit more, because we're watching.
Until it hurts.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Stay away from fruitcake. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification, because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you